Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Jadavine. Alright, man, before we get into this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, you can hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, man, so as you can see in this little still right here that I took a picture of, ladies and gentlemen, this looks very reminiscent, doesn't it? It looks really reminiscent to a video that I made a year or so ago in Madden 23, and I wanted to give you guys a little clip of that. So, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is something I talked about a year or so ago on Madden 23, and this is on PS5 Series X. This is the same issue that I'm dealing with in College Football 25. Oh man, it's just one instance. You're only talking about one instance, man. It's not that big of a deal. Blah 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 blah. I see the comments now. Oh, well, if you would have hit that gap, if you didn't want to hit the first gap, you should hit the second one. I mean, that's your fault for not reading the proper gaps. It doesn't really matter if I hit the gap or not, to be honest with you, because if you look at where everybody else is at, if you pause the video and look and actually use deductive reasoning, if I hit either one of those gaps, he wasn't going to get anywhere. If that tight end would have done his job and blocked, even if he didn't block anybody, but just the fact of him trying to go upfield to go block somebody, even if he would have did his job, this wouldn't be a video right now. This wouldn't even be a clip. But the simple fact that, again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing the face mask of a lineman. I know it's a tight end, but you're on the line, so you get that title right now. Honorary lineman, if you will. You are blocking on a run play. Why am I seeing your face mask? I talked about this same exact issue in Madden 23. Same exact issue. And yet here we are having the same problem. This is no longer a Madden issue, a college football issue. This is a EA Sports legacy issue. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm convinced you guys have taken a build of Madden 25, whatever base or build that you guys have had that y'all felt was adequate enough to build off of College Football 25. You've taken it, gave it the college football treatment, and then said, okay, let's get the momentum going for this. Let's get the ball rolling for this. Let's do these deep dives, and let's do these blogs for the gameplay and Dynasty mode and blah, 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 blah. That is exactly what you guys have done. Now, again, this is from a competitive standpoint. If you want me to become competitive, you have to have a cohesive, consistent product. I don't want to see this when I'm trying to compete to win. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see my guys missing blocks, as you see in the other two instances I got. I don't want to pass the ball and look at all these other guys not picking up their blocks. This is the same exact issue we've dealt with in Madden. And miss me with the talk of, oh, well, you got to use slide protection. You got to be slide protection. You got to either use the half over or the full over. Miss me with that talk, because slide protection was only needed if your guys was not adequately equipped enough to hold the guy on his own. Then that's when you tell them, okay, this side needs a little bit more TLC. That's when you use slide protection. You don't use slide protection to fix a broken logic that you have set for linemen. You don't do that. That's not what slide protection is for. And I think people got that confused for some weird reason. As much as I want College Football 25 to become great, this is starting to let me down. And again, this is from a competitive standpoint. From a single player standpoint, this might be a little different. I'll give you guys that. But if you want me to compete, you gotta have a consistent basis. It's got to be cohesive. You guys always misconstrue, and I'm not talking about the ones that, see it and they understand, or the ones that, are complete agreeers, whatever. I'm not talking about y'all. The ones that keep seeing these videos and keep saying the same age-old comment, oh, well, not all the time they're going to make their assignments, just like real life, or not every game is perfect. You want a perfect game. There's no such thing as that. I mean, it's just a game. Same exact thing. You guys always use that, but can never tell me in the video where I said I wanted a perfect game. You can never tell me that. And the aspect of IRL, they don't do this in IRL all the time. They're not always going to make their assignments. That's true. But at the same time, let's not excuse poor mechanics. Let's not excuse poor logic. Because at the end of the day, let this happen to you. Let you be the one where you're trying to make a stop. Or let it be one of those games where you can't get a stop to save your life. Let those pursuit angles eat you up. Let these guys miss their blocks, eat you up. Let that be the catalyst as to why you end up losing. Let's see if you have that same tone then. Let's stop being ignorant for a second, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing wrong with wanting better for a game, and that's all that I'm trying to do. I want a better product. I don't want to sit here and just go with the flow, quote unquote, because that's what a lot of y'all are doing, I'm seeing. And to, like I said, to the people that are on a single player aspect of it, yeah, the game could be and probably is fun from a single player standpoint. But when you want to be competitive and play against other people, and you want to do an online dynasty, and you want to, do this, that, and the third with other players and other people and stuff like that, if you want to do that, you've got to fix inconsistencies like this. Because all it takes is for somebody to see this and find a way to manipulate it and make it continuously do the same exact thing, just so they can have the edge over you. This cannot go on, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody who's shedding light on this or talking about something that is a legit concern is not always complaining or nitpicking. You're confusing that with someone who wants a better product. If I sat here and just made positives out of every single thing that I played on here, regardless of how bad it was, then at this point, I should be using backyard football for the Game Boy Advance for breakdowns at this point. If I was that positive and I felt like no game could do wrong, I would pretty much be talking about how great backyard football was and how simulation that was and how this was that and that was this. You have to be critical at times like this. If you want a better product, you have to speak up. Because if not, I said in the last video, it's going to be the beginning of the end very soon, right before you even know it. But hopefully y'all enjoy, man. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread links, because you know how I do. Later on tonight, I'll be up with another video, and we want to keep this thing rolling. But yeah, I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.